when you talked to, it says for Harry Kane, who's commenced on-field rehabilitation, is that ahead of schedule? Is that pretty much on schedule as you expected?
I would say a little bit ahead. It gives me a hope of, instead of 1-2 matches, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Just speculating a little bit, but the feelings are good. He's doing what he can do at this stage, but always with a good feeling. Sometimes follow the protocols and then some step backs because of not the best feeling on this action or that movement. Everything is going well. He's having very good feelings. So positive, yeah.
Have you both got a game in mind that he could possibly target?
No. When he was injured, I told for me, I forget him. Then I told you, let's see, 1-2 games, Crystal Palace, Leicester. In this moment, I have better hopes than that. So hopefully that feeling is right, and they can help us in the last part of the season.
What's his mindset like? Do you get the sense from him that he is pushing you to just get back as early as possible?
Of course, in the club, people knows him much better than I do. For me, it's 3 months. In here, years and years. Every time he has a little problem, he's that kind of guy that doesn't accept protocols, doesn't accept a date, a fixture. He always tries to go ahead, so he's the kind of guy that you must have a very good control and a very good communication, because the feelings of the players, the mentalities of the players, sometimes they break protocols and sometimes they bring them earlier than expected. Happened with Hugo. So Hugo played a couple of weeks before we could expect. So let's see with Harry, but he's obviously a great professional and a fighter, and he wants to be as soon as possible. But what is that as soon as possible? I don't know.
I was wondering if you could clear something up around Kyung-Min Son. There was some talk that he could possibly be back earlier, possibly could play with a cast on his arm at some point. Is that something?
That's another hope. But of course we are far from it. He's coming back to England very soon. Then of course we will have to follow some safety protocols, because obviously he flies from Seoul, and then when his recovering process started, we are going obviously to try all the possibilities to have him back for some matches. And again, I cannot imagine when. I'm not going to risk when, but there is a good possibility that before the end of the season we have Harry and Sonny playing together.
From a Dele Alli point of view, I just wonder, is he likely to accept that charge, or is he likely to request a private hearing? What's the situation with that, and how do you feel about the charge?
Look, I forgot it. I forgot it because it was so long time ago, and after an obvious and clear and immediate public apology, I just forgot about it. Somehow, a couple of days ago, somebody made me remember it. But in this moment, I don't want to make any comment.
What are the reasons for that delay?
I don't know.
Okay, just on see a lot of focus on the coronavirus at the moment. What advice have you as staff and players been given?
The normal advices that I think come from the authorities, come from the government. I'm not going to make any comment. I am nobody. I am no specialist. I just get the legal advices and what my club gets from authorities, and of course we follow everything. That's why I'm saying that Sonny, when he's back from from Seoul, we will have to follow the protocols, and we are not going to have him immediately here.
Where will he be, and what do you mean by that? Will he just be away from the...
I don't know how to be specific with that. I just know that we have to follow some safety protocols.
And how do you feel when you look at some of how it's impacting on the sporting calendar, and you see games being called off and matches being played behind closed doors? I guess, is it just a case of monitoring that government advice to see if that happens in England?
I think we should be very cautious with our words, especially people like me, that I'm not in control and I don't have enough knowledge to advise anyone. I just have to accept decisions from authorities and decisions from the people that has much more knowledge than I have.
Guys, just on coronavirus, I think if you've got any more questions on that, happy to sort of provide you with that off camera afterwards, just in terms of what we're doing. Okay, thank you.
Just a final question on the Wolves game, and what response have you had since Chelsea, and how do you assess the hopes for top four at this stage?
It's an open fight. It's an open fight for many clubs, and of course we and Wolves, we are involved on this fight. It's 1 point difference between us. Is 4 points difference to the fourth. Man United is there, 1 point ahead, something like that, and Sheffield, I think, same points or one behind, and Everton and Arsenal, and it's a big fight. It's a big fight where every match, every point can be decisive, and we have to fight for these points. And Wolves, they are not there by coincidence. They are not there by luck. I think they are a fantastic team, really, really, really good team. So big match Sunday.
2 weeks ago, you used the analogy of clinging on by your fingernails.
Yeah.
The battle to get fourth place. Last week were a few more of the stairs kicked away from you by Chelsea.
Yeah, but I think this week we had time to work specifically the strength of our fingers, so we can be there. We can be there with a more solid situation to fight a difficult situation that we know that we have, but we know we are going to fight, and especially now that we have hopes that our attacking power later rather than sooner, but they will arrive still on time to give us some help. It's about trying to survive, and to survive is to be there. Is probably not to be on the fourth position, is probably not to be on the fifth, but if we manage to be 1 point behind, 2 points behind, 3 points behind, we just need to be in contact. And then, because I think this is going to last until the very last, until the end of the season. So we need to fight for every point, and now it's about Wolves, a team that is 1 point behind us, and we know how difficult it is going to be. But I think this week we prepare ourselves very well for this match.
Earlier in the season, you said that Nuno was a better manager than he was a player. I know you're joking.
I'm joking, but I'm serious. I think he was a good keeper, but I think he's a very good coach. So I really think that he's doing a fantastic work. We are in a generation where sometimes coaches, they get jobs and nobody knows why. In his case, it's just about his work and prove how good he is, and prove that, in my opinion, I hope that the Wolves fans and board, they forgive me. I think he has conditions for bigger. So I hope that one day the bigger comes, because he's doing a fantastic work.